An hour, actually. So 12:15 my time. Okay. So what we're gonna do here, we're going to explore because we have support to do, right? Do we have support to do? We don't have support with anybody, but we want to get ours up with Edelgard. We're at A. We need to get that up.
Lysithia, are you all right? You don't look well.
Huh? Oh, no, I'm fine. Really, just not accustomed to so much manual labor.
You were cleaning the library all by yourself?
Yes. The other student who was assigned to tidy up with me wasn't feeling well, so it's just me. I figured I could at least dust the bookshelves or something, but I got a little carried away.
So many books. You probably tired yourself out just moving them from the shelves.
As much as I love books, I can't say I love carrying stacks of them to and fro. They're so heavy.
Well, maybe you should think things through a little more next time. Surely you can tell how much physical strength the job is going to require before you begin.
I can do without the condescension, thanks.
Damn.
After all, I'm the only one who has to deal with the fact that I've worn myself out.
I only said that you should take care of yourself, especially considering...
Considering what?
Nothing. Never mind. How about you return to your quarters? I'll finish cleaning up in here.
But I want to finish what I've started.
I don't mind, really. Please, don't make me repeat myself.
Fine. As long as you'll finish all this up.
I will. Get some rest, okay?
Yes. Thank you.
If what I heard about Lysithia is true, I just don't know how much of it I should believe.
And what she's talking about is Lysithia has 2 crests. And when you have 2 crests, your lifespan shortened. That's why she has white hair as well. It's a side effect of being experimented on to have 2 crests.
Even with the fires of war raging all around us, tea never fails to soothe the soul. Do you not agree, Bernadetta?
I hadn't actually thought about it, but yes.
Excellent. Oh, that reminds me.
What's that?
A long time ago, my parents were in talks to arrange my marriage with a certain young lady. She never set foot outside of her room, and she made little dolls to curse her perceived enemies. Such were the rumors. Frightened, I dissuaded my parents from going through with their plans.
I can see that. She does sound pretty frightening. I relate to the staying in the room part, though.
That girl was you, Bernadetta, a daughter of House Varley.
What? I don't make dolls to curse people.
You are a skilled embroiderer, no? I guess I was wrong. You are not making dolls.
I did make dolls, but cute ones. Nice little carnivorous plants and things.
Maybe I should not have brought this up.
Why not? Carnivorous plants are adorable.
Yes, adorable. Anyway, if I had actually known you, I would have accepted the proposal.
Why? Did you have some scheme in mind?
No, I just mean, now that I have gotten to know you, I would have been happy to...
So, you're saying you'd... with me? It's getting kinda hot in here, isn't it? Maybe it's the tea.
Why are you getting so worked up? That was all a long time ago now.
A long time ago?
Yes. Now we are soldiers fighting together in the same great conflict, right? And my parents are gone. So any agreements they might have cooked up would be completely invalid.
I guess so.
Just think, if we had been married, we built such a deep friendship.
That's true. Yeah, we never would have gotten this close. I would have given up on the relationship my parents chose for me and shut myself away even more.
So all in all, I am glad I refused to marry that doll-cursing princess.
Hey! I said I never made curse dolls!
Sorry. I am just glad to have met you at the monastery. I had better take my leave. We should have tea together again sometime soon.
Yeah, see you. I'm glad we met here too.
Got a couple more here. We almost got A with just about everyone.
I was under the impression you were going to break all of your paintbrushes.
Cut it out, Linhart.
I'm just glad you're back to painting. I felt terrible about what happened last time, you know? Guess I should have kept my opinions about your painting to myself.
Maybe you should have.
So what do you suppose is the name for this kind of situation?
What situation? Am I in your way again? I must be. Okay, let me pack my things and I'll be off.
Ugh, no, that's not what I mean. I'm talking about when two people are together, but not together. When they're basically by themselves.
I'm not sure what you mean. I'm always alone.
Oh, alone? Well, there it is then. I suppose you could say we're alone together. We're each here alone, yet together. So we're alone together. What do you think?
Alone together? Oh, wait, I get it. That's just a nice way of saying you want to be alone, right? Alone. If that's what you mean, I'll go.
Please, Bernadetta, you shouldn't go. Being alone together means accomplishing more. We each have the concentration one gets from time alone, but also the thrill of being with someone else. I find it to be an exhilarating environment. Have you felt that as well?
Huh? Me? I'd rather be alone, but when I'm painting, and I know you can see, I worry about what you might point out about it. Is that the thrill you mean? Because I feel that.
Here's what I wish to point out about your painting. You've really improved. Your lines are bolder, your color choice is more informed, and your composition as a whole...
Did you actually just praise me, Linhart? What's next? A rain of flying pigs?
I was just saying what I think. Look, you probably have talent, and you work hard too.
Oh no, I'm on to you now. You're scheming, but you won't get anywhere by flattering me. Try all you want to get your hooks into my heart, you won't fool me!
I'm not sure how praising you means I'm trying to get my hooks into your heart.
I have a heart of stone. No one will ever get to it.
What a shame. I suppose I'll stop praising you then.
You will? No, I didn't mean it that way. You can praise me as much as you want.
I don't understand you one whit. However, if you want praise, then praise you will get. You're cute.
Don't say stuff like that!
Oh, Bernadetta. Alright, Felix and Sylvain.
Hey Felix, you free? You don't look very busy. Let's go find some girls to chat with.
Chat with them by yourself. You're interrupting my training.
Hey, come on. Don't talk like that. How long have we known each other?
Long enough, if you ask me. We only know each other because of our parents' friendship. I didn't have a say in it.
Is that how it went? Huh. I remember it more like you always following me around. Whenever there was something wrong, like you lost to your brother, or you fought with Dimitri, you'd come crying to me. You were so meek and pure back then. Cute even. Like a baby brother.
That's enough.
What?
I said that's enough!
Hey, sorry. I just came to see if you wanted to pick up some girls. I didn't mean to get on your nerves.
Look, you've been getting on my nerves for years. I've tried to be patient with you, but I'm tired of holding my tongue. You're reckless in your personal affairs and in battle, and you're always prattling on about women.
Well, if a man sees a pretty girl, he can't just let her pass by without commenting. That's just rude.
You're insatiable. Do you ever stop? Certainly not to practice your sword technique. You always skip training. And you never consider how your actions hurt others, or how you hold them back.
That's never my intention. Come on, you know me better than that. I'm not really... Look, if that's the impression I've given you, then I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't go over well. Alright. That's right, I was going to do this one offline. Well, I'm not worried about fishing. Land. Hunting festival. I would love to do a seminar. Maybe that's in 2 weeks. Let's explore. The same basic route we normally do.
I hear Claude's earned himself a rather colorful nickname. He does whatever it takes to win. I like that. It will be especially satisfying to defeat him. I can't wait to see what his next move is.
To tell you the truth, I used to be a knight of Seiros. But at some point, I just couldn't follow the Archbishop anymore. I ran away in secret. When I found Alois here, it made me feel ever since that day you disappeared, the Archbishop has been completely different. She started laughing as if she was possessed and spouting complete gibberish.
He was kind of possessed.
Do you ever regret taking the path you did? Ha! The very model of a leader. I should take a page out of your book. Whatever path you choose going forward, I'll follow you without question.
Alois is the man.
Whatever path...
Claude. Which one was he again? Oh, right. Yeah, of course I remember him. It's just... I can't picture his face. Don't remember what he looks like. Oh well, he's just another enemy now, isn't he? What? Am I not supposed to say that?
I don't really need a sword. Jesus. There are a lot of battles.
Didn't they used to call Claude the Master Tactician? I want a nickname too. Maybe I'll get one if I can defeat him at Deirdre. I'll come up with a plan that'll beat his and earn a nickname for sure.
Professor? I'm happy when we win battles, and I'm always relieved when our friends make it back safe. On the other hand, it's hard to watch the enemy die. Even worse when it's someone you know. Perhaps it would have been better if I'd just stayed with the opera. You're right, Professor. I'll never regret the choices I've made.
We got work to do.
You just have to lead us to victory.
Before I forget,
Deirdre, the aquatic capital. I've heard it's a magnificent city, you know? If we're going, I wish it wasn't to wage war. It'd be more fun to visit with a cute girl on my arm. You're right. That's something to look forward to.
oh, you can run the whole damn thing. I don't care.
Perhaps, without the support of the pro-imperialist lords, the Alliance is greatly weakened. Even so, I don't feel great about all this. We're gonna be fighting Claude. We can't. You're right. Claude has such unusual strategies for toying with his enemies. Even with you here, this battle will be very challenging.
I don't know about that.
That reminds me, 5 years ago, most of the people involved with the Church in the Empire moved to the Eastern Church in Alliance territory. I've been hearing rumors that the majority of those have now gone to the kingdom capital, Verdiad. The Eastern Church has no military force of its own, so they must be sensing that the Alliance is weak and...
Yep, sounds about right.
Hello. A hungry hero is no better than a well-fed soldier. If you're hungry, you're never going to be at full strength.
I need to get it up with everyone, but burnt that up. So, Hubert's fine. Yep.
When the three of us sit together like this at the table,
Let me guess, we look as though we're plotting something wicked. You realize you're mostly to blame for that.
Getting Dax might be better. In the grand scheme of things.
I never had a chance to cook an N-bar, so my skills are a bit undeveloped. This would go a lot quicker if I could just use an axe or a sword. Of course.
Okay.
Professor, I think you should be made aware of a certain group
Who's that?
working with the Imperial Army. They are the same lot that invented a technique to turn monsters into war assets. It's quite obvious their trick draws on the power of the Crest Stones, but there is something more to it than that. Some secret I have yet to decipher. I suppose I need to better understand what kind of people they are. Who are they? What do they want? For her part, Miss Edelgard is cooperating, yet does not hide her hostility towards them. I suspect we should prepare, in case the day should come when we must combat these strange people.
This is true. You're a wise man. Already working that angle.
Boo!
Okay, let's
Professor.
start over here. Did I not get that?
I never do get used to the sight of blood. It always makes me feel as if I might faint. I suppose I've told you that, though, yes? I have no idea how you cope with it. I hope this war ends soon. I dislike being lightheaded because other people are bleeding everywhere. It's all a great deal of bother, but I will do my part, of course.
Okay. Here. 100, so I should just be able to go up here. Let's do this. Wire, answer a question, come back down there, cultivate, and continue.
Our voices are all over the place. We must learn to work together in harmony.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Law. Get it? Law.
Need something? See you again soon.
Okay, let's go down here.
Since the past, I have learned much of the language of Fodlan. But speaking the Fodlan language still gives me difficulty. I can understand, read, and write with nearly perfection now. But understanding and speaking are fruits of a different color. I have gratitude for you, Professor. I hope that I will have fluency one day.
Do you have time for a request?
Looks like we are fishing. Looking for a purple. Or yeah. Hmm. Easy. Catching this big one is going to be difficult. And I want to beat all the quests. Hmm. Yep. Yeah, use the herring bait. I thought. Here it is. Got it.
You've done me a great service.
Hey! We can't actually join you on the battlefield. We're doing everything we can to support the army.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. Come
I think it's that one.
Hello there. This one, yes? I think 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 this one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Unbelievable. I figured I'd have a look at how the kingdom is holding up while I was on the road. So I took a trip up north despite the cold. But the borders were closed on every road. I wasn't even able to get into the kingdom. Every crossing point was guarded by grim-looking armed...
Hi there!
Got a favor to ask.
Hey there.
Find stuff, something of historical significance? The hell? Ah!
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Deirdre, it's a beautiful town. In times of peace, it would be a wonderful...
Okay.
Professor!
Claude, eh? He always was sharp among his peers. Never let himself get caught up in conventions. He wasn't typical in Fodlan. Then there's Rhea and King Dimitri. I'd stay on their good sides, for different reasons. Yeah, well, if that's the only way forward, it can't be helped.
This is true. They just surrender and join the cause, we wouldn't have this issue.
Gloucester and Ordelia houses have territory in the southern regions of the Alliance. Everyone knows they support the Empire, so they won't get...
Hi. 5 years ago, during the attack on this place, you allowed me to join your side. Since then, I've risen through the ranks. And now I'm a general leading my own army. In this invasion of the Alliance, I've been entrusted with maintaining the supply lines and keeping the Goneril territories under control. That's why I won't be accompanying you to Deirdre. Please look after Lady Edelgard.
Hey, I could use a hand.
A lot of quests now.
Yes. Judith of Daphne, you are a force to be reckoned with. You will not be forgotten. In another life, I might have fought by her side. It's a harsh truth, but it's the truth nonetheless. We can't change the past.
Ingrid's wise, man.
The Alliance troops were nothing to turn a nose up at. They were pretty strong, and brave, too. Our next target of attack is Deirdre, the Alliance...
Yes.
Don't worry, we will not falter in this attack.
No. big brother always gets so fired up. Better keep an eye on him. Oh, sorry. I was just talking to myself. I hear you're heading out to Deirdre. Good luck with the battle.
Okay. Remember the Death Knight who stabbed me 5 years ago? Of course you do. How could you forget? Well, it turns out he's a general in the Imperial Army. He leads the Western Front against the Kingdom. Once I knew he was at Garreg Mach, I stormed right up to him, told him who I was and what he did. And he offered me an apology. I'm talking about a sincere, heartfelt, solemn apology. What a letdown. What's going on with that guy anyway? Who is he?
Who is it? Yeah. Who? Who?
Hey there. Lately, the Kingdom and the Knights of Seiros haven't made any significant moves. I don't suppose they're going to stand by and watch while we attack Deirdre, though. That's why I've doubled our guard and instructed them to be extra vigilant. I will keep Garreg Mach safe. It is my duty and responsibility.
That is the thing. Do they attack Garreg Mach or do they attack us in the field? I could see them attacking us in the field. At Deirdre. Just because it'd be much easier to deal with us. Two armies.
You travel east from the Alliance and cross Fodlan's throat. You enter the land of Almyra. House Goneril's territory touches the eastern border of the Alliance. They also have Lord Holst, the most valiant warrior in the Alliance. Tasked with keeping watch over the Almyrans' movements, he rarely leaves Goneril territory. I have been wondering something. If I had not been your student, where would I be right now? Who would I be? Do you ever think about that sort of thing, Professor? So you do think about such questions.
I've made my peace.
Right? We cannot turn back time. So there is no way to go back and try a different path.
Right.
I need to go up here and get this. It's funny because that's the Imperial sigil on the right side. Or at least one of them.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Let's finish one of these statues.
Professor.
Need something? This one? You're all set.
I'll have to get this one first. Gives me extra defined pulse. Oh, they all do, actually.
See you again soon.
Maybe you can't get them all up. That's the point, it forces you to think about them. Edelgard is going to be in here, I think. Oh.
I wish we could settle all of this before the fighting begins, don't you? I wish it dearly, but few others feel that way. They fight in a bloody battle, take countless lives, and then finally come to understand defeat. They refuse to admit when they're beaten, and they keep it up until they've been utterly defeated. Of course, I understand that sacrifice is inevitable. But if they're going to surrender after being defeated anyway, why raise a weapon in the first place?
This is true, girl. This is true. Why?
Thank you. I'm glad you called me here. Thank you.
All right.
It smells delicious. Hmm? Wow. Yes. Wow.
Yeah, some cheesiness.
Yes. Wow. You're always so calm.
Disagree, size, sip tea.
Yes. Thank you for this. Hmm? Thank you for this. Yes. Thank you for this. Yes. Thank you for this. Hmm? Thank you for this. Wow. Of course. I don't fuss with makeup all that much, but I do take excellent care of my hair. This is lovely. Thank you for the treat. This was fun. I hope you'll invite me again.
Nice.
What?
Need to upgrade it and go to the next one.
Professor! In order to defeat a formidable foe, the Leicester Alliance unites the feudal lords of that region. It holds regular roundtable conferences, where they vote on their policies. However, only the 5 great lords are permitted to vote. Duke Goneril, Count Gloucester, Count Ordelia, Margrave Edmund, and their leader, Duke Regan. Their titles were originally granted to them by the royal family of Farkas. About 300 years ago, the Alliance was still part of the Holy Kingdom of Farkas, you see.
Huh. They asked for independence, and they couldn't fight it anyway.
So we've somehow managed to take the Great Bridge of Murden. That means House Gloucester should now be ready to join the fold more formally. We've blown a major hole in Claude's plan to preserve the Alliance. We should press on to Deirdre before he has the opportunity to adjust his strategy. I have a request for you.
And some flowers and give them to as a gift.
So that means we've blown him. We should press. I'll take it.
What?
So we've somehow we've blown it. We should press.
That should have been it. Huh. There's something on the map? Down here. Yes, makes sense. Most of the time there's something on the map. Come on. There it goes. There's the Gladius. This should be the ones that I have to give him.
So we've that means we've blown it. We should press. I'll take it. Well done, Professor. Thank you.
Okay. Now... what is the other quest? Dried vegetables and crayfish. Two crayfish.
Hello there. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. Come again.
Hey.
Welcome. Please come again.
What do you require? Farewell.
Yes? Oh, it's you, Professor. I was certain it was Hubert coming to drag me back to my duties. Your Majesty, you must know your supreme talents are needed at present. Why not gaze at these documents instead of the screen? Doesn't it? And the worst part is that he's always right, so I can't even argue with him. But that's enough about Hubert for the moment. While I have your attention, I'd like to thank you for your help in that last battle. As you well know, I'm perfectly capable of commanding the army by myself. However, when you're around, it's somehow different. I'm not sure I can properly explain it. I suppose your perspective on the battlefield is simply sharper than mine. When you're devising tactics and tricks for us, it's almost as though you can read the enemy's mind. There's no getting around it. Your talent for strategy far exceeds my own. I'm quite jealous, in all honesty. Is that a fact? Well, if you insist. I suppose a flower from another's field is always more beautiful. I'll admit, I think of you as rather detached, so to hear that you have emotions such as jealousy is something of a relief. Oh, but you are. Don't even try to argue. But I suppose I'm much the same. I've also distanced myself from the ordinary world. Friends. That word somehow doesn't seem adequate. Besides, we've been friends for a long time, you and I. By now, we're so much more than
yes!
At least in my mind. You know, instead of Edelgard, You can call me just Elle, if you so please. That's what my parents and closest sisters used to call me when I was little. Now there's no one left who calls me Elle. But with you, well, I think I could allow it. In fact, it would mean a great deal to me. Why? Well, you have stood beside me and shared my burdens. As I said, you are much more...
I'm just not getting a hint here.
In truth, you are like family to me. I suppose that's why.
I'm just not getting a hint. He's dropping so many hints. We just aren't getting it. Okay, she's up here. I want to give her more gifts.
I wish we could settle all of... I wish it did. They fight in a bloody... They refuse to admit... Of course, But if they're going to... Thank you for this. That song.
Oh, hello, Edelgard.
Professor Manuela, that song you were humming. I feel as though I've heard it before, long ago. And I'm sure it was you singing it back then. At the Opera House in the Imperial capital, perhaps.
Why, yes. You must have seen me there. I am flattered you would remember it. I performed with the Mittelfrank Opera Company in Enbar on numerous occasions.
So it was you. I went to that performance with my uncle. I wanted desperately to see it again. But after that night, he took me to seek asylum in the kingdom. When I returned to the Empire several years later, you had already retired.
Oh, that's a shame. So you only got to hear me sing once?
Sadly, that's correct.
Yet you still remember it, even the melody of the song I sang. I'm honored.
That's how much of an impression your voice left on me. I must ask, why did you retire so soon? You could have continued for another 10 or 20 years.
Indeed. Many singers perform for decades. But that wasn't for me. I wanted to go out on top. My voice is a gift from the goddess. However, as all things do, it will decline with age. One day, I will lose that gift. And so I decided I needed to learn to survive without it, long before that day came. I needed to prove to myself that I can live on, even after my voice returns to the goddess.
So despite your belief in the goddess, you wish to live by your own strength?
It's hard for me to explain. The goddess supports me both spiritually and emotionally. Everything else is up to me.
It's a way to look at it. Ah, I can't actually get up because I've reached the bond level. Nice. Okay. Here's my next question. Reclassing. Not reclassing. What am I at right now? B, I need to get my sword up. There's Manuela. Manuela must be one of these that's on the outside. She has sword and...
Now you just have to...
The hell was Manuela? She's here. I was about to say, I don't remember where she went.
Remember, well, once and he offered, what's going on? Remember that, well, once and he offered, what's going on?
Okay, from here though, then I'm going to dining hall. I think everyone's morale's up. Right? Yes, everyone's morale's up. So what I need to do here is continue training. Cinnamon's in here.
Professor, the others, it's quite... There is, I suppose, for her, I sus...
I think Shamir has sword.
What, eh? Never let... Then there's Rhea and King Dimitri. Yeah.
What's Lance? Edelgard's been the beast in all of these, so... Yep. Especially defensively.
Keep up the pace.
Yep. Next one can't do any damage either. As long as Edelgard can actually hit.
Your death is not in vain.
Should be good with this one too. Nice.
Your death is not in vain.
Edelgard's just too damn good.
Is that all? Your death is not in vain.
As long as she can hit. Wow, 9. All you need to do is hit once. Come on, Edelgard. There it is.
Let's keep up the pace.
Alright, which means we need to do battles. Oh yeah, we still have instruction. I forgot about that. We sit at a table now. We all look badass. Okay, that means for horses we need Bernadetta and Sylvain. With Edelgard, I don't think she's going to go up to another class. Her Armored Lord class is so damn good. What would she be in the first place? And yeah, her Armored Lord class is too good. There's no reason to change him either. Well, Ferdinand as a paladin would be a better great knight, I think. Maybe his faith. Too weak on faith? No. Was he weak on... What was the other one? Heavy armor and axe. What's Ferdinand? Off the top of my head. Need a list of names. Holy Knight. Building a great knight for a heavy armor and axe. It's actually there a lot faster. The other one needs what to succeed? For a Holy Knight. You got it. Might as well just start hitting heavy armor here. Okay. How are we gonna do with Leonard? Leonard turns into a Holy Knight, which means he needs better riding. His lance needs to be a C.
It's within my...
With Caspar, War Master, we'll be able to make that easy. Bernadetta, though, be a bow knight. Lance and riding. Her riding's going up, so let's get her lance up, actually. Lance is good. Riding needs to come up.
I'd never...
Bernadetta at least has a chance of passing it. Now Dorothea. Her faith needs to be bumped. Let's do it. No, Petra is the one that's a little... I don't know. I'm feeling Bone Knight, but no. Her sword's up pretty high too. What's her riding at? Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Riding's on a plus. Axe bow. I don't know what to do with Petra, really. Felix. Used to be a moral savant. I already know that. His reason has to be better. Which is what we were working on. Which is also what he's working on.
I still... Of course... A new...
Alright, Sylvain. Needs to take the damn test. But as of what he'll be after that, be a great night. But Sylvain. Sylvain was good as a... His father was a holy knight. Faith and writing. Is he good at faith? No, it's reason. Which makes him a dark knight.